would sort it out. Please let me know if it is the audio is okay now or not. So anyways, I'll start with the live session. So I hope it's clear. If you're not able to hear something, then you can always get in touch with us. That's not an issue at all. Well, first of all, congratulations to everybody who is watching and who has given the NEET exam this year. So yeah, so congratulations. If you like, first of all, if you did well in the exam, and if not, then also still congratulations, because it is still quite a long period. You have been preparing for it for almost 2 to 3 years. So yeah, hopefully the result will be the best that you have done, according to what you have done. I'll start answering your questions. Just be with me for 5 or 10 minutes initially. So I'll be talking about the admissions and all of that. So admissions in most of the countries for abroad, basically, they have already started. And what is the eligibility criteria for getting admission? It is as simple as that you need to qualify the NEET exam. And since the 30 crore is asking like NEET 2023 qualifying marks for OBC, what it be. So I think it is going to be in the range of in between 110 to 120, I would say. Most probably it is going to be for general category, if you talk about it, is going to be around 135. But it is just an speculation. We can't really say for sure that it is going to be this exact number, because it changes every year. The main thing is that it needs to be 50 percentile, and the 50 percentile mark, it keeps on changing every year. But if you are in the range of, for OBC, if you talk about it, so it is going to be in the range of 105 to 120, in between that range. If you are able to score that much marks, then you are in the safe zone. But if you are in somewhat of doubt, then I would suggest that you can wait for a little while, and then maybe we can, once the results are declared officially, then you can think about getting about admissions. Okay, just give me a second once again. Maybe if I put on the both of them, it will be slightly better. Let's hope so. So yeah. Okay. Anwar is asking like Bashkir, State, या KSMU. Okay. So the thing is that both of these universities, it is not fair to compare both of them. Like they are totally, because they fall on the different budget rates. Okay. तो KSMU आपकी लगभग 30 lakhs तक जाती है, 30-31 lakhs तक जाती है approximately, and your Bashkir, it is almost 10 lakhs, 9 to 10 lakhs cheaper than that. So it is not actually fair to compare both of them, but yeah, both of them have their own pros and cons. So Bashkir में like it is like quite an old university. Of course, Kazan State भी आपकी काफी old university है, but the main, I would say, disadvantage you can say, in if you were thinking about Kazan State, is that वहाँ पे आपको थोड़ा सा hostels का issue है, so you won't be able to get government hostels very easily. Because there are a lot of students and they have not as many as government hostels available. Even last year, जिन students का admission कराया था, तो a lot of them, they did not get government hostels in Kazan State Medical University. So that is kind of a, you can say, disadvantage. But if you talk about advantage over there, so advantage is basically that it is Kazan City, and Kazan City is, I think, third or fourth. It is like the best city in the entire country of Russia. So yeah. Okay, guys, please let me know if audio is better or not right now, because I think it would be slightly better. Okay, it's still low. Okay, so I'll try to speak louder, a little bit louder, and just bear with us for this session, and maybe for the from the next session onwards, I'll sort it out, the audio issue. Okay. So yeah, admissions are already open in most of the universities, and the again eligibility is that you need to qualify the NEET exam, and if you are already in the range of let's say if you are from unreserved category and you are in the range of like let's say you are scoring about 130 marks by matching your answer key basically, so it is like safe for you to proceed with the admission process. Although if you are just from the range, this like Thirsty Pro is saying that sir, I'm getting 131 marks from OBC, am I qualified? Yes, Thirsty Pro, if you are scoring 131 marks and you are from OBC, yes, you will be eligible to get admission. 99.9% chances are that you are qualified, because for OBC last year also the qualifying marks was I think 108 or 112, something like that. So it is safe to say that you will be eligible for getting admission in Mbbs abroad, basically in Russia, of course. So please let me know if right now the audio is slightly clear or not. I hope your doubt is clear, and if you want to get more details about all of this, then you can always get in touch with us. All the contact details and everything is available in the description box. So yeah, I was saying that a lot of students have concern about the safety over there in Russia, even right now nowadays. So I'll clear that doubt a little bit, because that is of course a real genuine concern. Yeah, you're going to go away from home when it is thousands of kilometers away, and तो ये चीज़ रहती है आपके पेरेंट्स के माइंड में भी रहेगी, आपके भी माइंड में रहेगी. तो just to clarify that, if you are watching my videos on the channel regularly, so you will see I've uploaded a lot of videos जिसके अंदर I've shown around different university and different cities and all of that. So if you watch those videos, you will get a good idea कि almost in every city, like जो भी मैं cities दिखा रहा हूँ, I have shown Kazan, I have shown Tver, okay, I have shown Bashkir. So in all of these cities, you will see me walking on the street and all of that, and you can see it for yourself कि जितने भी लोग हैं, जो भी वहाँ की चीज़ें, everything is going as usual, normal जो पहले होता था. So it is not really impacting us, especially foreign students, in any major way. Of course आपको कुछ हर्डल्स हैं, जैसे कि आपका जो इंटरनेशनल बैंक्स के कार्ड्स वगैरह थे, वो जो चीज़ें अभी भी नहीं चल रही हैं मोस्ट ऑफ द बैंक्स की, बट अदर देन दैट देयर इज नो इशू एट ऑल. काफ़ी सारे लोगों को इस चीज़ को भी लेके डाउट था कि देयर आर नॉट फूड्स वगैरह की, फूड की शॉर्टेज हो गई है, एंड देयर आर थिंग्स लाइक दैट. कुछ चीज़ें मीडिया वगैरह में देख के काफ़ी लोग इस तरह की बातें सोच लेते थे, बट दैट इज़ नॉट द ट्रू. आई हैव मेड अ डेडिकेटेड वीडियो शोइंग द सुपर मार्केट, बेसिकली द लोकल सुपर मार्केट, और तो वो सब चीज़ें भी यू कैन हैव एन आइडिया कि कुछ डायरेक्टली इम्पैक्ट नहीं है आम लोगों पे, आपकी डे टू डे लाइफ में बेसिकली. Of course it is impacting Russian people quite a lot, it is impacting the Ukrainian people quite a lot, but if you talk about being as a foreign student in that country, तो आपके ऊपर कोई डायरेक्ट इम्पैक्ट नहीं है किसी भी तरह का, because we are not basically linked to any of that conflict in any way. So, and again, you can just watch. There are not just mine, there are a lot of videos, people upload videos on regular basis on YouTube. तो ऐसा कोई नहीं है, किसी भी तरह का इशू नहीं है. एंड ओके, so yeah, Anwar, I think I have cleared your doubt. If still have like some confusion about both of them. See, Bashkir and KSMU difference, it is, I told you, like they are different in different budget segment, तो आप उन लोग दोनों यूनिवर्सिटीज को कंपेयर नहीं कर सकते. बट या इफ़ यू आस्क मी कि which one should you go for, तो again it depends from person to person. आपकी budget requirement क्या. If KSMU is in your budget range, then I would recommend you can go for KSMU, no issue, no doubt about that. But if your budget range is slightly lower than that, then I would say that you can choose Bashkir. So both of them are good universities. I have been to Ufa also, I have been to Kazan also, and both of them are great cities overall. तो कोई भी किसी भी तरह का आपको वो नहीं होगा, disadvantage होगा. It's just your personal choice that which city you want to go to. To be honest with you, both of them are quite similar. Okay. Sir, I'm getting 131, nothing lower than this. Obviously, should I start my application? Yes, Sashi Pro, as I said, 131 is a safe range, so you won't face any issue. I told you like 99.99% you'll be qualifying the exam, so you won't face any issue at all. So you don't have to worry about it. And my suggestion would be that you can start the application process right now. Depends on which university you want to go first. In some universities, it is not really necessary that you have to start your application process just now, but because they have quite a lot of seats and you can still wait till the NEET result declaration. But for most of the other universities, like most of the universities, I would say, it is recommended that you start your admission process as soon as possible, because again in Russia the seats and the admissions for foreign students are given on the basis of first come first served basis. So it is best that if you have some university in your mind, some particular university in your mind, it is always best to start your application process as soon as possible, because it is going to give you edge in a lot of things, like that in your preferred hostel, and basically, or your preferred room preferences in particular hostel of that university and all of that. So yeah. So if you need any help regarding that, you can always get in touch with us. Be happy to help. Okay. So yeah, this year it is going to be in the range of, I told you, 125 to like 140. In that range only it typically falls every year, so we have to keep that in mind. Kindly respond on all the doubts in this video for studying English, especially for internships and registration, especially after completing the course. Is there any evidence of site? Okay, Prashant Ranjan, very good question. I was actually supposed to talk about it, then I started answering questions. So yeah, about the NMC rules. So according to the NMC rules, there are a few criteria that all the universities should fulfill if you want to study MBBS from abroad, so that your degree is valid and to get basically a license to practice in India. Okay, तो अगर आप कहीं भी बाहर जा रहे हो, किसी भी कंट्री में जा रहे हो MBBS करने के लिए, तो कुछ क्राइटेरिया अगर फुलफिल करती है आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी और आपकी वो जो कंट्री जहाँ पे भी आप जा रहे हो, only then you are eligible to get license over here in India. You want to sit in the licensing exam that is going to be in next year. तो जो एक काफ़ी बड़ा मेजर कंसर्न है रशिया को लेके, वो रशिया को क्या सभी कंट्रीज को लेके बेसिकली, एंड दैट इज़ दैट योर इंटर्नशिप एंड रजिस्ट्रेशन. सो मैंने अपनी काफ़ी सारे वीडियोस में भी ये चीज़ बोली है पहले भी. द इंटर्नशिप पार्ट इट इज़ स्लाइटली डिफरेंट एज कम्पेयर टू इंडिया. इन रशिया योर इंटर्नशिप इट इज़ नॉट डन लाइक what is done in India. तो इंडिया में आपका 4.5 प्लस 1 years you do like the last 1 year is your internship in India, and the initial 4.5 years is your just the study duration, your theoreticals and practicals and all of that is done. But in Russia, your internship is done in the form of clinical rotations, and what you used to do is basically over there after your third year, okay, third year onwards only, you will be taking classes in hospitals in different departments. So let's say you start in cycles basically. So from third year onwards only, you will start taking classes in forms of cycles. So let's say कि you have started the first semester in third year, and your cycle of internal medicine. So internal medicine you will be studying going to the and all of that. You will be doing all of that from your third year onwards. So for third, fourth, fifth, sixth year, all these years you will be doing all of that. And okay, voice issue is still consistent. Just give me a second. I hope it is okay now. Please let me know. So guys, because since this is my first live on this channel, so there are some issues with the voice, but don't worry, from next live onwards there won't be any issues. Please bear with me on this time only. So I was saying about like the internship part. So internship you will be doing throughout your third, fourth, fifth, sixth year, and that is counted as internship. And Prashant, to answer your question, what is like the proof of all of that? So you can go on to the Indian Embassy website under the education wing section. You can see it for yourself that they have clearly mentioned all of that. Okay, thanks. Much better. Okay. So yeah, so everything is mentioned on the Indian Embassy Moscow website as well. You can go and check it over there, and even there are a lot of RTIs filed with the like Indian Embassy Moscow, and they have in those RTIs also they have properly given it. They have properly mentioned and cleared it that yeah, that internship, that clinical rotations is going to be treated as your internship and all of that. Okay. And about the registration parts, guys, please let me know if audio is still lagging or it's very low. And if we talk about the registration part, so yeah, if you meant, so there is, I said about this in my previous videos as well, that there is still not 100% surety that you are required to get license or you should be just eligible to get license. So just let's assume that you need to get the license. So if that is the case, then registration in Russia is extremely easy. There are a lot of students, I won't say lot of, but there are quite a few students, Indian students, who have been working as doctors in various Russian universities and hospitals since quite a long time. तो वहाँ पे उस aspect में there is no issue at all. The Russian government have always provided license and the opportunities for women nationals, so that is not an issue. I personally know quite a lot of seniors who have finished their basically MBS from Russia, then they went on to do their PG, and then they are working as doctors over there. Even there are a lot of, I won't say a lot of, but there are I think I know personally that in 5 or 6 universities there are Indian students who are in fact teaching as professors in those universities after doing their PG and even other specializations. So that is not an issue. The only concern that a lot of people, only confusion that a lot of people get is about the exam that is going to be over there. So that exam, yes, it is going to be in Russian language because that is the case till now. But maybe it can happen that they might start doing it in English as well for students. But I don't think that is going to be the case. To be honest with you, most probably it is going to be in the Russian language only. And again, of course, as an AE, it is going to be really easy for you to write that exam because it is in Russian language. It is going to be a difficult thing, but yes, you are going to learn the Russian language from first year till last year. So not last, at least till fourth, fifth year in most of the universities. So yes, you will have enough knowledge of the Russian language that you will be able to sit in that exam, and that exam is MCQ based only, and you already have a question bank available even right now, so you can even get it from me if you need to go through the questions. So you can just go, you just have to go through those question bank, and most of the questions in that exam they come from that question bank only most of the time, maybe slight variation, but everything is like it is not really difficult because all the students, Indian students who have ever thought about staying in Russia, working in Russia, and once they sit in this exam, everybody have passed this exam in the first attempt itself. So if students are already passing it, that is not an issue. It is like, you can think about it like how things are in India. It is kind of like a secondary final exam for Indian students who are studying in Mbbs colleges over here. Like till now, what used to happen is like they used to give their final exam, and that was like after that they just used to get their license. So that is the case is similar almost over there in Russia also. So you can be assured that it is not going to be an issue. And again, as I told this, you can even get the question bank PDF from me if you want. So you will have that idea. Okay. सर क्या बशकीर से करने के बाद इंटर्नशिप का लीगल सर्टिफिकेशन होगा और क्या वहाँ का मेडिकल एग्जामिनेशन भी मिल जाएगा क्या वो उसलिए लोकल लैंग्वेज में एग्जाम होगा? Yes, Prashant, that's what I was just talking about. Of course, your exam is going to be in Russian language only, the licensing exam, and that is a MCQ based exam. तो 200-250 का आपका क्वेश्चन बैंक होता है, and most of the questions that in that exam they come from that question bank only, तो 2500 का सब, and so it is not really that difficult to pass. And again, you will be learning Russian language throughout your entire course duration. तो आपका फर्स्ट ईयर से फिफ्थ ईयर तक मैक्सिमम यूनिवर्सिटीज में, कुछ में फोर्थ ईयर तक आपकी रशियन की क्लासेस लगती हैं, एंड यू आर नॉट जस्ट टॉट नॉर्मल रशियन, यू आर टॉट मेडिकल रशियन एज वेल. तो आपको जो भी चीज़ें रिक्वायर्ड होंगी उस एग्जाम को क्लियर करने के लिए वो हो जाता है. What about Petrovsk Medical University? Mehdi Hassan, it is a new and upcoming university. I don't really recommend it as the first option because there are a lot of other better options as well in the similar budget range. So, but it is overall an okay university. But again, they don't really have much experience in teaching foreign students, and especially in English medium. So that is not my first recommendation. बशकीर में सीट्स 300 हैं और एडमिटेड 1200 प्लस हुए थे लास्ट ईयर, उसका क्या? प्रशांत, द थिंग इज दिस इज नॉट हाउ थिंग्स हैपन ओवर देयर. तो ऑफ कोर्स जो 300 सीट आपको जो नंबर पता है, दैट वाज लास्ट टू लास्ट ईयर नंबर. 300 सीट्स वहाँ पे थी, वो लास्ट टू लास्ट ईयर की ही थी. ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि कोई भी यूनिवर्सिटी जो परमिटेड नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स हैं, दे टेक मोर एडमिशन फ्रॉम दैट. So of course, the number that you are in 1200, that is also not true, because I myself have admitted students in Bashkir last year, and there were not 1200 students in total. There were around 800 something students, 860 total students गए थे. Ultimately last तक आते आते इतने ही students वहाँ पे गए थे, and that is totally valid. All of those students have taken the admission in official way only, and वो सभी लोग वहाँ से डिग्री लेके भी आएंगे. Only issue that some of the students faced in Bashkir last year because of high number of admissions was just not able to get हॉस्टल्स ऑन टाइम। सो काफ़ी सारे स्टूडेंट्स को उस चीज़ में थोड़ा सा इशू हुआ था कुछ टाइम के लिए, बट विद इन अ मंथ ड्यूरेशन सभी स्टूडेंट्स को हॉस्टल्स वगैरह भी मिल गए थे, तो कोई एज सच इशू नहीं आया था। एंड एज आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड दैट कि ये कंसर्न हो सकता है काफ़ी स्टूडेंट्स को कि बहुत ज़्यादा नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स जा रहे हैं तो वहाँ पे इट इज़ गोइंग टू गेट क्राउडेड, तो दैट इज़ अ जेन्युइन कंसर्न एंड दैट इज़ अ जेन्युइन थॉट ऑल्सो। आई एम नॉट डिनाइंग कि आप वो चीज़ गलत सोच रहे हो। ऑफ कोर्स इवन इफ आई थिंक अबाउट इट कि मैं खुद अगर जाने के उस सोच रहा हूँ तो आई विल ऑल्सो थिंक अबाउट इट कि यार बहुत ज़्यादा इंडियंस हो जाएंगे, बहुत ज़्यादा बच्चे पढ़ रहे हैं तो इट इज़ गोइंग टू बी क्राउडेड। सो yes, that is a genuine concern. So in that case it is not necessary for you to choose Bashkir only, okay? So there are काफ़ी other options as well, other universities as well in the similar budget range as well. तो आपकी जैसे त्वेरी यूनिवर्सिटी है, आपके ओम्स की यूनिवर्सिटी, all these universities are good universities and they are completely English as well, तो ज़रूरी नहीं है कि you have to go for Bashkir only. I hope this clears your doubt about Bashkir. House Coast State Medical University, do they also we have to do extra learning like Russian language? Thirsty Pro, the thing is that you have to learn the language no matter आप किस भी country में चले जाओ. If their main or major language is not English, then you have to learn the additional language. और भी आपको बोलता है कि if you don't have to learn their local language of any other country, so they are just not being honest with you. If you are going to a foreign country and वहाँ की अगर major language, major I mean like 90 more than 95%, more than 90% population अगर वो आपकी English नहीं बोलती है वहाँ पे as a primary or secondary language, तो that means that you have to learn their local language no matter which university or country you go to. तो in like you was in course you were asking, so yeah, in course also you have to basically learn the Russian language. That is no, there is no exception basically for that. And if you talk about how the universities, so overall yes, it is a good university, थोड़ा सा high budget range में आती है, but overall it is like one of the oldest universities in Russia जिसने completely full English medium teaching start किया था रशिया में. So overall it is good university, but हाँ काफ़ी सारे restrictions हैं, काफ़ी सारी वहाँ पे basically आपकी एक particular region of India से concentration है students की, so that those things you have to keep in mind basically. Prashant, yes, this is also a good question कि पर teachers उतने हैं, that is not the case. उन्होंने teachers को और hire किया है, they have increased their teacher strength also, and in fact if you will talk to any of the students who are studying in the university right now, you will know कि जब वही same जो ratio है 15:1 जो वहाँ पे standard ratio रशिया में, same उसी ratio में ही students पढ़ रहे हैं, अपनी classes दे रहे हैं. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा ये हो रहा है कुछ subjects के अंदर, कुछ departments के अंदर they are combining 2 groups together, maybe at last 3 groups एक साथ कर रहे हैं, तो 30 और 45 students एक साथ ले रहे होंगे, वो भी सिर्फ और सिर्फ exceptionally कुछ classes में और कुछ subjects में ही हो रहा है, but mostly they have maintained their ratio over there and it is basically mandatory for them to maintain that ratio. तो उससे ज़्यादा students की classes को regular ले ही नहीं सकते, and that is good because that is the rule of the Russian government, so you don't really have to worry about it. Of course अगर वो चीज़ होगी, आप 15 स्टूडेंट्स पढ़ोगे और 45 स्टूडेंट्स पढ़ोगे, उसमें एक क्लास में तो थोड़ा सा डिफरेंस होगा, बट एज आई सेड अगेन दैट इफ दैट इज़ योर कंसर्न देन व्हाई यू आर गोइंग फॉर Bashkir. आपको एक जरूरी है किसी ने बोला थोड़ी ना कि आप गो फॉर Bashkir, यू कैन चूज द यूनिवर्सिटी एज वेल, देयर आर लॉट ऑफ गुड ऑप्शंस. Okay, Ankush Yadvanshi, how hard is FMG? Well, FMG is of course no doubt a hard exam, but in my opinion I think it is not really that hard because I have started preparing for it and it is going to be in July for me, so I am preparing for it on the side, and I think कि अगर आप dedicatedly 3 to 4 months अगर आप उस एग्जाम को दे देते हो dedicatedly, then it is not a really difficult exam to pass, because you don't really have to get a ranking or anything in that exam. You just have to pass it, qualify. So just you need to dedicate 3 to 5 months consistently, basically, तो वो हो जाता है. But for you guys, it is not going to be FMG, it is going to be NEXT. तो वहाँ पे totally scenario different होगा. How that exam is going to be conducted, exactly what is going to be the pattern of the exam, वो सब चीज़ों के बारे में एक basic outline guideline दे रखी है, but there are still a lot of questions and doubts regarding that कि how it is going to be. So let's see once we start getting new updates. But again, it is just an exam. So if you are going to go into medical profession, तो आपको exams, तो you have to keep giving exams throughout your life. So you have to master it and be prepared for that. तो exam तो होते ही रहेंगे if you are thinking about going for medical. Ankush, I answered this earlier also. Petrozavodsk University, it is a okay university, but again, they don't really have very good experience teaching uniform students, Indian students, and in English medium. So there are a lot of other good options as well in the similar budget range. If you will do a little bit of more research, so you will get a good idea. Yeah, next exam I talked about it, so we still have to see how things are going to be. Can we split the internship conditions every year and do that in India? Thashikro, no, that is not how you can do it. Basically, the NMC rules and regulations, their requirement is that you need to finish internship as well from your college itself, जहाँ से आपने डिग्री की है या जहाँ से आपने स्टार्ट किया, तो you have to complete the entire full 6 years over there. You have to come back to India, give the licensing exam, which is going to be your NEXT, and after that, once you clear that exam, you will be doing 1 year internship in India, and after that you will get your permanent license, basically. So that is how things are going to be. Okay, can we skip the answer there? Middle process of admission in Turin for Mbbs. Well, as you already know, like you have to book a pre-enrollment for getting admission into Italy, and then you have to apply for IMET exam. And for IMET exam, the applications are going to be in the month of July, if I'm not wrong. And the thing is, like I made a dedicated videos about it. So basically, there are only 60 seats for IMET exam in India, and that is also in Delhi only. And if you are able to get in a slot in those 60 seats, that's well and good. Otherwise, you have to go to some other country. And most of the students who are really serious about, they either go to Dubai or some other Middle Eastern country where there are some centers, and then they give their exam. And once you clear that exam, then you will start your other documentation process and all of that. So you can get in touch with us if you need more details about admission process in Italy. It is a little bit different and complicated and lengthier, of course, as compared to Russia or like a lot of other countries. Okay, which university best under 25 to 30 lakhs with good infrastructure, please suggest? Well, 25 to 30 lakhs, I would suggest if you are just talking about the tuition fees, or like the fees aspect of the university fees, social and all of that, then there are quite a few universities. So let's say even below 25, I'll give you some suggestions. So first, I would recommend you can go for Northern. It is going to be in the range of 30 lakhs only. Then you can go Northern State Medical University, Khanabad city. Then there is option for Bashkir also. There is option for Kazan Federal and Kazan State as well. They are also in the similar range. Just 1 lakhs above it will be more than 30 lakhs. And then if we talk about a very affordable budget range, then your Three University is also a great option. Okay, and I really say this, that if you are looking for a really budget-friendly university, and which is also which have good infrastructure and a lot of advantages, so Tver would be like one of those options, because it is really close to Moscow. It is just 150 kilometers away, and all the infrastructure, the city, everything is really great So, and of course budget range is quite very affordable. So in case of USMLE, can we skip internship for fresh and give time in USC? Okay. Yeah, Thashikro, I think that is also not something that you can do. Not I think that is not something you can do because you won't be able to get your entire degree basically from the university if you don't complete the entire 6 year education. तो उससे आप बच नहीं सकते हो. Don't try to devise some plans कि ये कर लेंगे वो कर लेंगे. So you have to complete 6 years over there in the university in order to get the degree from the university officially. तो you have to keep this in mind कि वो 6 years तो आपको करने होंगे. हाँ, you can apply for USMLE and you can go for USC also. I think after your 4th year onwards only. But again you have to think about managing your studies as well. तो आपके पास 2 months होते हैं after your like summer vacations, in your summer vacations. So you can think about doing all of that in those like 2 months. But other than that, you can't just skip any year or months. So 6 years you have to completely do it in order to get degree because आपको university degree ही नहीं थी. So it is not an optional thing to do internship over there. You have to do it. Okay. Which university, Turin or Michigan? I think Turin would be the better option. It is a good university which follows all NMC is the better education transportation. Yes, Prashant, I just talked about it. It is a good university overall because it is very budget friendly. The entire fees of the university, it is like the fees, tuition fees, hostel fees, medical insurance, all of that. It is going to fall in the range of around 19 lakhs only, and on top of that it is just 150 kilometers away from Moscow, and you can just go by train or by bus from Moscow after landing in Moscow. In most of the other universities in Russia, you have to take an additional domestic flight. For there, that is an exception. You don't have to get any additional flight. You can just go by bus or train from Moscow to there. And of course NMC guidelines and everything, they are fulfilled by the university. See guys, I know that NMC guidelines are important, and the universities that I am going to suggest, they are only those universities that are totally like on paper. They have either given it in written on their admission letter, or they have mentioned it on their website, or they are writing it in their contact letter with students wherever they are. At least in some document form they are mentioning all these guidelines, like they are mentioning the points about all the guidelines requirements from the NMC. So I am going to only recommend you the universities that are fulfilling the guidelines of NMC. Otherwise I won't really name any universities, because I'll give you an example. Yesterday there was a student who came for a meeting at my office, and they asked about getting admission in St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg is a really good city. There are a lot of students, they want to go over there also. But the issue with St. Petersburg University, Eduparity universities, they have not given confirmation, 100% confirmation about completely full English medium teaching. So I recommend them not to think about it, because let's say you can get admission over there, but let's say that you get admission, you start studying, and if they are not officially giving it in written that they are a full completely English medium university teaching the entire 6 year course in English medium, then your degree won't be valid in India. So you have to keep those things in mind, and the only universities that I am recommending is only those that are fulfilling the NMC guidelines. So okay, Shrikant, I'm scoring 200 marks. Can I take admission in Russia? Yes, Shrikant, you can get admission in Russia, because 200 marks are well above the typical eligibility like passing percentile range. So on an average 135 marks are required. Every year it is in the range of 120 to 135. So you will be able to get admission without any issue at all. Can I get education loan for the admission? Yes, Ankush, there are a lot of students who take admission loan, education loan for studying Mbbs, and in fact I helped a lot of students to get admission and get education loan. So basically you need to provide your bank, your local bank, some documents like the university admission So you will be provided with all the documents from the university side, from our side, and some additional documents, your personal documents. You have to prepare them yourself and just go to bank and apply for the loan. And most of the government banks, they approve the loan. Of course, you need to have a collateral for that. As an AP, you can just go give documents and get loan. You need to provide something for collateral to be able to get the loan. Okay. क्रीमिया फेडरल यूनिवर्सिटी सेफ एडमिशन के लिए अभी के लिए नीतीश पटेल not really. I'm not recommending Crimea for this year because of its proximity to the Ukraine border. So it is not really very safe option because recently also there were some issues, some like military issues in that region. So I won't really recommend Crimea at least for till this war situation ends because it is just on the border of the Ukraine. So, and in fact, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Crimea used to be part of Ukraine. So Russia ने जबरदस्ती कर लिया उसको 2014 में they captured it. So it was part of Ukraine earlier. So why go somewhere when where you already know that कि वहाँ पे issues हो सकते हैं. So I would say avoid Crimea for at least till the war situation ends. But again, that doesn't mean that the entire Russia is unsafe because if we talk about the length or the distance basically from Moscow to the Ukraine border, it is around 1200 kilometers, 1500 kilometers. So India से थोड़ा सा ही कम बचता है जितना India से Moscow. So it is not really an issue if we talk about the entire country of Russia. So just border areas where you have to avoid those cities basically. Okay, thanks a lot for giving me information. Thank you, Kush. I hope it would be helpful for you. And again, if you need any help regarding any university, you can get in touch with us. So, guys, the thing is that this was first live session I did, and I'm planning to do more of these live sessions on a weekly basis. So, I'll also do a poll on the YouTube channel where you can give your vote about on which day basically would you prefer us to do the live session so that a lot more of you can join on a regular basis. Sir, where are you? India? No, Ambush, actually I am in India right now. I'm not in Russia. काफ़ी सारे लोग आप वीडियोस देख के कंफ्यूज हो रहे होंगे because I have posted a lot of videos from Kazan, sometimes from Tver, sometimes from Bashkir. So actually I was in Russia a few months ago and I shot a lot of videos over there. So I am posting those videos little by little, one by one. So इसलिए, but right now I am in India only. I am in Delhi, and if you want to meet me, you can always come to our office anytime. So how many seats are there in Tver for Mbbs students? Well, Prashant, officially they have given the number of around 200, 185 something seats for Indian students, and on top of that there are other nationals also. So in total 300 plus seats are there for foreign students in Tver for this year, and we are expecting more than like 150 students, Indian students to go in Tver this year. Ankush, you can get in touch with me. Just send us a text on the contact numbers available in the description box, and then after you get in touch on those numbers, then you can get in touch with me as well. Okay, Prashant, will they admit more than the seats and how are the faculty? No, Prashant. See, I told you about Bashkir also. It is not that the university can admit more than their number of seats. So in Tver also, most probably they won't be more than 150, maximum 180 Indian students getting admission this year. Sorry. And after, like on top of that, there are quite a few Sri Lankan students who study in Tver. And there are students from Egypt. There are students from other Eastern European countries as well. And there are students from countries like this Azerbaijan and Uzbekistan, a lot of other like these CIS countries as well. So of course they won't like no university is allowed to take more admissions than the number of seats that they officially have. Yes, I know why you have this concern, because a lot of universities in Ukraine used to do this, but that is not the case in Russia. The system of admissions and how they work with different companies is totally different in Russia as compared to Ukraine. So you don't really have to worry about it. And in terms of faculty, yes. I don't know if you guys know it or not. Where it used to be a bilingual university, but 3 years ago they started changing their entire basically the faculties, the structure of faculty. A lot of things in the university have changed in past years, and right now they are completely like they are teaching a completely full English medium. And in fact, there are a lot of faculty members, a lot of professors and teachers who have been part of various international conferences, various international research programs. Because Russian universities, they are still collaborating with various European universities right now as we speak. Although because of the war there are a lot of sanctions and all of that, but in terms of education and scientific research and all of those aspects, there are no restrictions and things are going as usual. Of course, so can I get education loan? All of my tuition fee are a part of this, and give some items on education. Of course, yes, you can get education loan on your tuition fees and even on your hostel fees as well. It varies from university to university. Some universities they give your hostel fees mentioned in your admission letter or in your loan letter. So on that basis, you can get loan approved for both of them. In some universities, they just mention the tuition fees, so you will just get loan for tuition fees. And if you prepare your documents well enough, you can even get sometimes loan for your living expenses also. Okay. So yeah, I hope all of your doubts are cleared. I think I didn't miss any questions. If still there is any questions left, again you can get in touch with me. And of course, yeah, you were asking like how you can get in touch with me. So just there is a contact number in the description box. Just send a text or hi on the WhatsApp number, and then I'll be in touch with you. Don't really worry about it. So yeah, that's it for today, and I hope some of your doubts are cleared. And it was really nice finally to be able to do a live session. And again, please give your vote. I will do a poll in the community section, and where you can just tell me like which day or which time would be the best for you guys to join a live session. And yeah, that's all. Okay, see you guys in the next video in the next live session.